Okay guys, so I'm still wearing the same top because I'm going to make a few videos today. Welcome back to Happiness Sparkles. I had been thinking about making another tag, one of my own. I haven't done any research to see if anyone else has done this one. I'm sure they have. But in my little fragrance community, it's going to be my tag and I'm going to be in control of it. And I'm going to tag some of my favorite gals out there. So from the title, you know what it is. And it's going to be fragrances you have in backup. Like backup fragrances that you just have to have because you would be stressed out if you thought you were going to go through a fragrance and not have one immediately to replace it. Where you're paranoid about being afraid that that fragrance is going to disappear off the earth and you won't be able to find it anymore. And let's face it, that happens all the time. So my backup collection is extremely small. I think it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I only have 5 backups. But I wanted to start the tag because I know a lot of you out there have way more than that. So it's going to get really interesting the more people do it. So let's get straight into it. And I will be tagging some of you amazing ladies and maybe one guy in there or 2 guys in there as well. So we're going to start off with one of my, we'll start, well, no particular order, but we'll start off with the very first one that I got a backup of. And I've had several backups of this fragrance. And it is none other than my Celine Dion Sensational. When I first started wearing this, I would go through a bottle of this easily in 3 or 4 months because it doesn't lasts about 4 hours. And it's a summer fragrance, so you would never use this in the winter. I shouldn't say you'd never use it in the winter. You might use it in the winter if you want to feel refreshed, or if you're just, if you're just getting out of a nice bath and you just feel like something really juicy, like a juicy pear, and it's just a divine fragrance. I just love it so much, and it's a cheapie, but it is discontinued, but you can still find it. And it has frozen pear. Now, it doesn't smell frozen. Frozen to me is anything that's frozen smells like just plain old frozen ice cube. This does not smell like that. This smells like a juicy pear. Straight up juicy pear. It says there's apple in it. I don't smell the apple. I smell the plum. So it's juicy pear, juicy plum, orris. I'm not sure what orris smells like. Mimosa, jasmine, and freesia. And you smell not so much of the jasmine, but you smell the freesia. You smell those delicious, fruity, floral freesia. And then it's got like a amber musk sandalwood in the dry down. So there's nothing powdery about this. This is full on fruit, and that's why it doesn't last 4 hours and you need to spritz it on again. So I have a backup of that, and I'm going to show you the bottle because it's a little bit different of a bottle. And unfortunately it is a tester, but let me see if I can get it out. I have to take it out from the bottom. This is how it came. It's a tester, but I didn't mind because I can use the lid of the other bottle when I'm done. And they came in this shape and this shape. This is also 100 ml, right? And this bottle is beautiful. Now this was a limited edition bottle, and then I can take that lid off and see if it fits. Oh, it doesn't fit. The lid doesn't fit on this one. Never mind. Never mind. And I also got a little backup of the mini. So maybe this lid will fit on it. Let's try it. I like things to be perfect. Oh my gosh, look. It fits. Look at that. It fits. That's what it looks like when it's not the tester. And then this is the little guy that I travel with. The last time I traveled with this was to Ireland. I took it to Ireland 2 years ago in the spring, and the spring flowers were coming up, and I used it. And then my sister loved it so much that I left the little one with hers. So I'm going to have to buy a few more of these little ones. They make great gifts. It's an easy blind buy. If you find one on the market, just buy it. Honestly, you'll use it. If you like anything that's just fruity, like just plums and apples and pear, fruity, it just makes your mouth water, and it's a throw on anytime. So yeah, that's my backup. Both of these are brand new. And I'm so glad that the lid fits on this one. Isn't that awesome? So yeah, we're easily made happy, aren't we? Aren't we in the fragrance community? We're just simple folk who just love a really nice fragrance. So that's my second backup. Let's put you back on again. And my third backup is, of course, my Terracotta by Guerlain. And I wore this to bed last night. Look at the bottle. Look at how much is left. Turn it around. Look. So I will be finished this in a few weeks. This is gorgeous. This is just your beachy, sweet coconut ylang. It's got ylang in it. I think it's got frangipani. I don't think it says frangipani in it, but it smells like frangipani to me. Because it smells to me like Cuba, sitting on the front porch of our little cottage, looking out to the ocean. And this is the fragrance. If I'd had this fragrance when I was in Cuba a few years ago, this is the fragrance that reminds me of Cuba. And it's absolutely stunning. So I have a backup of that as well, because I will use these up. Another backup I have, and I forgot to bring down the Fancy bottle, but I have the backup. Fancy is a very, very sweet, very caramel, smells like caramelized apples, vanilla. I don't even know what else is in it, but it's just, this is so nice. That's what it smells like to me. It just smells like, it's very, very sweet. So, but it smells expensive, in my opinion. This smells expensive. So I'm about halfway down my bottle, and I picked up another bottle of this. So yeah. And last but not least, I got a backup bottle of my Haute Couture by Givenchy. Can I just say, if you don't have this in your collection, what are you waiting for? Like, seriously, I just put that in my eye. Just went straight in my eye. You all know I love this. And I got a backup bottle. This was a sample that came without a box, but it came with a lid. So it came just wrapped up in bubble wrap. And I just noticed that they're slightly different color. This one's a little bit darker than this one. So it might be old stock, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's not old, it smells great. Yeah, I got a backup bottle of that for me, for my daughter, daughter-in-law, and it was $44. So that's on Canadian Lisa's Pop-Up. And I've gone down quite a lot of that. And that smells very, it's sweet. It comes off with a raspberry on the top. It's raspberry with a spritz of pepper. This is the EDT. The EDP has a stronger pepper note. This one's more sweeter. And it's raspberry, full-on raspberry. And then it's niche quality, in my opinion, because it has layers. It then kind of dries into a smoky, like a smoky, dusty grandma's attic, in that in that sense that some people say it smells a little bit like an ashtray, but it doesn't. It's cigarettes, but it's the ash of the cigarette that has fallen and is powdered, and then someone has spritzed it with sugared powder on top. So you go into your grandma's attic and it smells like raspberry, smoky powdered sugar. Like that's what it smells like. It's a niche fragrance that isn't niche, so it should be niche. It's just, yeah, it's just stunning. And that's my last backup. So what I want to do is I want to tag a few people, and I'm going to tag 50 Cent. I'm going to tag Ange from 50 Cent. I'm going to tag Gabby from the Fragnetician. I'm going to tag Smelly Swede, Tim from Smelly Swede. Do you have some backups? I'm also going to tag Claire Smith. I don't know if you have any backup. My beautiful, special, gorgeous Abby from With Abby With Love. I'm going to tag you because I know you have backups, girl. I know you have backups. I'm also going to tag Veronica Says, you're tagged, girl, and Melissa Valanvia. I'm going to tag Melissa. I'm pretty sure you probably have some backups as well. And I think that's it. And you know what? Anybody can do this tag and spread it around YouTube. I think it's a great tag. And it is, as the title says, fragrances in your backup that you can't live without. I'll think of a name. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and commenting. Comment down below any questions you have. If you have any ideas of a video that you want me to do, I am planning to do one on my husband's fragrances. I'm not terribly familiar with men's colognes and fragrances, but I'll give it a shot. And yeah, I just know what I like that smells on them, and 90% of them I've bought them. So I buy them for me, and yeah, I buy his fragrances for me, and I buy my fragrances for me. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. And don't forget, don't let anyone ever dull your sparkle. Bye.